Hi everyone, and welcome to Tech Interceptor. Today we are taking a look at this little gem packed with a feature that make it a great choice for your next build. This is the Gigabyte B650M DS3H. So sit back and join us as we dive into all features and the capabilities of a Gigabyte motherboard. But first of all, remember to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell to stay up to date on upcoming videos, and if you want to take a look at our Twitter and Instagram profiles. Come on, let's get started. The motherboard of which we talks you belongs of a new AMD B650 series. Together, of course, the mobo. Into the box we find always the useful user manual, 2 SATA free 6GB to second cable, and various other miscellaneous like as one IO shield, one M2 screw and a standoff set, and certainly a set for screw for M2 socket. The new Gigabyte board has a micro-ATX form factor and its size 9.6 for 9.6 inches or 24.4 for 24.4 cm if we would use the international system of unit. All components, like as connector, capacitor, heatsink, rise from a square black PCB that do it base. Here we find various text, the word Gigabyte, as well DDR5 word, the name of a mobo, and the off-socket AM5. The whole board is cooling through the 4 black metal brushed heatsink. The two main on top and the left of a CPU socket have a simple square profile with a small rounded edge on top. The biggest of the two is certainly big, but not large, to covering also the black IO panel as a premium motherboard. The third instead that aim to keep low temperatures of a 2M2 installable. Like as the previous ones, it has characterized by essential profile, but to be honest, it is just a simple metal plate. Aesthetically, these 3 black heatsinks are enriched with a very contrasting geometrical pattern. In addition, that of the M2 slot has the Gigabyte logo printed on it always in grey. Plus, to this, there is a little very elementary, very basic square element cooling the chipset. Although it is absolutely a not premium board, there is to underline that it has optimum technical specs. Regarding the power design, the VRM layout is composed by 6 plus 2 plus 1 digital power phases. These allow to guarantee the maximum power and efficiency. As all new B650 board also, this features the new AM5 socket. The AM5 CPU socket is used by AMD Zen for codenamed Raphael architecture processors. The AM5 socket is not backward compatible with the AM4 socket, so you cannot use an AM4 processor in an AM5 motherboard or vice versa. As yet said, the AM5 socket is designed for B650 motherboard, but in addition to this, it is used also on the X670E and not E version chipset. About this, you can find some video about the X670 motherboard here on top right corner. The AM5 socket supports 4 Amd Ryzen 7000 series desktop CPU. These processors include the Ryzen 5 7600X, Ryzen 9 7700X, Ryzen 9 7900X, and the Ryzen 9 7950X. Specifically, in terms of specs, there are quite a bit differences from each other. The Ryzen 5 7600X has a 6-core and a 12-thread, 5.3 GHz of boost clock, 4.7 GHz of base clock, 32 MB of cache, all with a TDP of 105 watts. Follow the Ryzen 7 7700X with 8 core and 16 thread, 5.4 GHz of boost clock, 4.7 GHz of base clock, 5.4 GHz of boost clock, 4.5 GHz of base clock, 32 MB of cache, and 105 watts of TDP. The Ryzen 9 7900X has a 12 core and a 24 thread, 5.6 GHz of boost clock, 4.7 GHz of base clock, 64 MB of cache and 170 watts of TDP, and in the hand the flagship Ryzen 9 7950X feature 60 core and 42 thread, 5.7 GHz of boost clock, a base clock of 4.5 GHz, 64 MB of cache and 170 watts of TDP. Also, the prices are dissimilar, with a 7600X sells at a MSRP of $299 US. The 7700X is around $400 US, $549 US for 7900X, and the 7950X at $650. The motherboard is equipped with 4 DDR5 DIMM dual-channel memory architecture, the latest generation of memory technology for computer system. Compared with DDR4, the DDR5 architecture is designed to provide some improvements such as higher performance, high speed, as well as an amplified capacity and a better power efficiency. We can installing a minimum of 42 GB for single DIMM memory module up to a maximum capacity of 128 GB for all DIMM. Operating base frequency for memory can range from 4400 to 5200 megatransfer per second, and we can even push up to 6400 megatrans per second in overclocking. Moving on to the motherboard layout internal connection, starting from left on top we have got a 8-pin ATX 12V power connector for our CPU and a CPU fan header. After going down on the right, there are a 24-pin ATX main power socket connector, 2 system fan header, and a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-C front panel header, 4 SATA free 6GB to the second port, and a USB 3.2 Gen 1 connector. In the bottom, the mobo has a clear CMOS header, a front panel header, a reset button followed by the reset jump, and another system fan header, 2 USB 2.0 headers, an addressable LED strip header, an RGB LED strip header, a trusted platform module header, a enhanced series peripheral interface debug bus which facilitate communication between the motherboard and various components such as the BIOS, CPU and the peripheral, a serial port header, and in the hand a front panel audio header. On back, the I/O panel feature firstly a 2 USB 2.0 port, a PS2 port for keyboard and mouse, 2 display port, our 2 USB 2.0 port, a HDMI port, and a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type E port identified by a red colorway. This port features the Q-Flash BIOS support and a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port, the Q-Flash button through which update the BIOS of our system quickly, and an Ethernet LAN port, 2 USB Gen 1 port, and the audio jacks including line-in port with blue color, line-out port with green, and a microphone port with pink finishes. The new B650 motherboard boosts 4 SATA free 6GB to SAC connectors for storage and 2 M2 slot for even more space. Both support storage devices type 2280 and 25110 PCI Express Gen 4.0 operating at 4.4 mode. In terms of expansion slot, the Gigabyte board offers 2 PCI Express slots, including 1 PCI Express 4.0 for 16 slot operating at a 416 mode, and 1 PCI Express 3.0 for 16 slot running at a 41 mode. The audio compartment of a B650 motherboard features a Realtek audio codec, providing high-definition audio. We can choose from a range of a channel configuration, including 2-channel stereo, 4, 5.1 and 7.1 channel surround sound. Moreover, the audio software including allows us to assess the audio settings and customize our audio experience and modify the functionality of an audio jack. But now it is the time to talk about the price. The B650 motherboard is available now for purchase from retailers at a price of around $160 or 210 euros at the time of making this video. As always, I leave you the all links to buy it in the description below. Alright, that's all for today. I hope you are enjoyed and helpful today's videos. As always, let me know what do you think in the comments below, then leave a like, share it with all your friends and don't forget to subscribe. Huge thanks for watching, see you again next time.